everyone, welcome to another edition of FLORES Solutions. I'm Mia Arnisano, the Director of HR Client Services at FLORES, and here with me is Michelle Flores Gonzalez, COO at FLORES. So today we will talk about fraud in accounting and HR and how to prevent it. So Michelle, with the rise of digital technology, AI, and increased access to sensitive information, right? HR and accounting fraud has become more prevalent.
Absolutely.
So business owners should be aware and concerned, of course, about fraudsters, scammers, data theft, and identity theft, and even company theft.
Absolutely.
Right? So mainly from the HR department, payroll department, and employee information systems. So with that said, based on your experience, can you tell me some typical scenarios of fraud in HR and accounting?
Absolutely, yes. Thank you, Mia. Yeah, fraud is definitely something that all business owners and employees should be aware of. It is prevalent, more prevalent than we all would hope. But some typical scenarios that you might see are the examples of employees impersonification, false identification, where they go to apply for a job, false payroll data, and also submitting forged documents such as vendor theft or vendor fraud. Some of the most common types are obviously payroll fraud, workers' comp fraud, and then accounting fraud is the illegal alteration of a company's financial statements in order to manipulate a company's appearance to hide profits and losses.
Exactly.
So overstating revenue, failed record expenses, misstating assets, liabilities, all of those are ways in which your company can be subject to fraud. So it's really key that our employees are educated and our business owners are savvy on ways to prevent such fraud.
That sounds like a very, very high risk and can create panic to businesses. And I'm sure that there's so much more information in regards to that. But every problem, right? Every HR, accounting, business, and problems have a FLORES solution, right? So what steps can you tell our viewers on how to prevent fraud?
Yes, absolutely. So here at FLORES, we go over fraud very diligently with our team members as well as with our clients because we want to be proactive and we want to prevent as much fraud as possible. So here's some key things to do. Be sure to be thorough in your explanations on the types of frauds that your employees can encounter and the types of fraud that can be committed against your company. And also be sure to explain disciplinary action if people violate your fraud policies. Secondly, be sure to do background checks on all employees, on your contractors and your vendors, because you just don't know, right? Business owners, HR professionals, and even managers need to do their due diligence before granting someone access to your personal company data, especially when you're talking about things like payroll data or employee personnel files. Lastly, you want to make sure that you are creating a culture of transparency and accountability. You want to encourage employees to report any types of issues, even if they're not sure that it's a fraud issue. If there's even the slightest hint of a red flag, always ask. Because fraudsters are getting more and more savvy, and it's quite easily possible for employees to get fooled. So when in doubt, ask. By taking these steps, companies can significantly reduce their exposure to fraud in HR and accounting and be on the right side of the ship.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for that insightful and very beneficial information. Right, so there you have it. Scammers, fraudsters are getting smarter, but with the help of your FLORES team, we can definitely help you outsmart them. So make sure that you know all of these information in regards to fraud prevention and how to be aware of them and how to prevent them.